make a video for you to address chromatic aberration. Basically, it's what happens when light wavelengths coming through your lens don't register on the focal plane, which is in this case the sensor for your digital camera. There's ideally you deal with it by before you got to post processing, by not by moving around an object so it wasn't so backlit maybe, or stopping down to like f16 will help a little bit, and making sure that you're not zoomed all the way in or out where the lens is kind of more prone to do that. Ideally you'd use a really fancy prime lens to get rid of this, but not all of us have that, and I get it. So here's a couple ways to deal with it in post-processing, which I think you have a subscription to through Rice with for Lightroom and Photoshop. So first, here's Photoshop. You remove this so it's actually there. And you go to this Edit tab up here in the right. You can go all the way down to Optics and click the eyedropper tool and come over to one of the fringy areas and just click on that, and it should remove it for you. And looks like it did a pretty good job. The other way is to go into Photoshop, and you can, let's see, I've already created a layer here for that, but basically the first option in Photoshop would be to, I'll delete these, you want to copy your background layer by pressing Command J so that you're actually not working on the original image. You go to Filter, Lens Correction, and you would choose the make and model of your camera and lens, and it would give you that option here to remove chromatic aberration. But since I don't know that, it probably won't give me that option. And the other more manual way is to paint it out with a mask. So you would go down to this half circle down here and go to a hue saturation layer and desaturate the image until all of that purple came out. And then you click on the mask part and press Command I on your keyboard if you're on a Mac. And basically with masks, black hides and white reveals. So right now we've got a black mask hiding that, and we need to paint in white. And so to do that, we'll press B to get the brush tool and look over here at our color palette to make sure that you are painting with white. If you're not, you can press X and it will switch back and forth between black and white. And then make sure that our mask is clicked and just start painting that out. And if you want to get more refined with it so that you know you don't desaturate an area in your image that you don't want to take color out of, you can zoom all the way in by holding Option and zooming with your mouse, and that you can get a little bit more refined, change the brush size with the bracket keys and paint things out like that. For this, I'll just be kind of rough about it, but you can get as refined as you want and basically just paint all this fringy area out. And hopefully that'll do what we need to do. Here we go. So we can click the eyeball on and off to take a look at that. And that's a couple of techniques that you can use. Okay, I hope it helps.